Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the class of Semantics and Pragmatics. As I told you already, or as we discussed already, let's get well informed with what is semantics and pragmatics actually. Yeah, last meeting through the WhatsApp group, we already underlined that semantics and pragmatics are branches of linguistics dealing with the discussions of meaning. We are going to deal with semantics before the mid-test and also after the mid-test a bit, and then so we are focusing on semantics before the mid-test and we are focusing on pragmatics after the mid-test. But actually, when we are talking about semantics and pragmatics are overlapping to each other. Well, there is a big, I'm sure that you have got a big question. What is the difference between semantics and pragmatics actually? Let me give a popular or easier side to differ semantics and pragmatics. Or let me make a definitions of semantics. Semantics is a branch of linguistics which is dealing or which is discussing the meaning of linguistic units. Full stop. Okay, the linguistic units are, of course, words, phrases, clauses, and sentences. Okay, and then what about morphemes? Yes, okay, semantics is a discussion about the meaning of linguistic units, whether they words and the element of words, and then phrases and clauses as the element of sentence. What about paragraph, Pak Fauzi? Oh no, when we are already talking about paragraph, the meaning of paragraph, we are no longer in semantics. We are already in the area of pragmatics. And then there is a big question now. What is pragmatics? The definitions of pragmatics is a branch of linguistics which is dealing with the meaning of linguistic units when they are already in the level of use. Okay? So let me give an interesting example. Now let's discuss what is the meaning of Indonesian word ayam. Okay, and then you can explain it in English. Okay, ayam is an animal which has got two wings. It has got two legs, but although it has got wings, it cannot fly. When you elaborate it into meal, you will have a very delicious food. Okay, that is the meaning, the semantic meaning of ayam. But when, let's say that I am a bad boy, and then so I have got a bad boyfriend, for example, I ask my bad boyfriend, bro, ntar malam anterin gue ke Parung yuk nyari ayam. Okay, you get the point, right? Okay, what is the meaning of ayam here? Nanti malam anterin gue nyari ayam di Parung. Okay, the meaning of ayam here, if you are already in the level of use, when you are already in the level of language use, in the level of context, so you understand the meaning of ayam in aku mau makan ayam, okay, it's different from the meaning of ayam in nanti malam anterin gua ke parung nyari ayam. Get the point? Okay, we are going to talk about pragmatics later. Now, and actually today we haven't really come to semantics. When we are discussing semantics and pragmatics, we also have to have what you call it, foundation. We have to have philosophical foundation. If you study philosophy, so there is a branch of philosophy dealing with meaning, so-called semiotics. Okay, dealing with philosophy, those philosophers, there are many branches of philosophy. One of the branches is semiotics, and then according to philosophers, linguistic is there in semiotics, because language is a system of meaning. Okay, now let's discuss the meaning based on a philosophical point of view. Based on philosophical point of view, every single thing has got meaning. Okay, now we are talking about semiotics, right? In semiotics, in philosophy, every single thing is perceived as an entity that has got meaning. For example, I'll give you an example. When someone shakes his head like this, has it got meaning? Does it mean something? Does shaking head like this mean something? Sure. Okay. But remember, so the shaking head like this in Bogor means something. So it means that you do not understand or disagreement. But if you go to India, so shaking head like this also has got the same meaning, has got meaning, but it has got different meaning. Even the meaning is in other way around. In Bogor, it means no, it means negation, but in India, acha acha. So they say acha acha. So acha accompanied by the shaking head means yes, the opposite of negation. Okay? And then the meaning of shaking head here is accompanied by the convention of the language users. I mean the users of the entity of shaking head. Okay. Now, again and again I'm telling you, every single thing has got meaning. For example, if you listen to someone speaking in English, but the pronunciation of the man is something like this, or the woman is something like, where do you want to go? Okay, so you can easily, the prominence of do, go, okay, means something for you. So it shows that the speaker is from a certain place, is originally from certain place. Let's say Java, Javanese area. So how could you say that? You can notice that from the prominence of the pronunciations of the g and the where do you want to go. Okay, and then when you listen to someone speaking in English, and then the pronunciation is something like this, where have you been? Okay, so you can you can, it comes to your mind that the speaker of that English is somewhere from Tatar Sunda. Okay, so would like to underline here the pronunciation, the prominence of the stress given to the pronunciation and the intonation of the pronunciation, although it is in English, shows that the speaker is from a certain place. Okay, now every single thing has got meaning. Let's say if Joseph and Maria are walking together, and then suddenly Maria notices that there are black clouds in the sky. Maria is begging to Joseph, Joseph, so it is going to rain. Let's go back home. Let's hurry home. Okay, and then Joseph, how do you know that it is going to rain? Okay, and then Maria, Joseph, don't you notice that there are black clouds in the sky? Yes, I see black clouds in the sky. Okay, so Maria hates Joseph very much. Okay, because everybody knows. I mean, not everybody. I mean, adults, those who come to the adult area, notice that when there are black clouds, that it means, okay, black clouds means that it is going to rain. Don't you think so? Okay, let me give you another example of meaning, something that has got meaning. What comes into your mind when you see someone wearing a cross? Okay, a cross, and even wearing a cross, and there is the statue, the very little statue of Jesus Christ. Okay, so you can be sure that he or she is a Christian. Okay, yeah, and then so some of my students were surprised when I asked certain girls whether they join pengajian or not, and then they were surprised when I asked certain girls, ask the other girls to talk, to ask them about halakoh, about liko. How could you know that they belong to the halakoh or liko? Simply from the way they dress. The way they dress has got meaning. Show that they join the pengajian. Do you think so? Okay. Not 100%, but let's say it in general. Something has got meaning. What does it mean? A silhouette sticking on the entrance of a certain room. So the silhouette of the body like this, and then a silhouette of a body like this. If Joseph wants to take a pee, where does he come into? To the room with this silhouette or with this silhouette? If Maria wants to take a pee, so where should she come into? To the silhouette like this, the body like this, or the body like this? Okay. So the silhouette sticking on the entrance of the certain room where you want to take a pee, in which you can take a pee, means something. By the way, what is the meaning of a girl? Girl is, in Indonesian, it is perempuan. Okay, now I'm asking you. So let's say I don't understand Indonesian. What is perempuan? Perempuan is a girl. So I am still learning English. I don't know the meaning of girl. Okay. Girl is perempuan, perempuan is awewe. What is awewe? Even I don't know Sundanese even a single word. Okay, you see the meaning of girl. So when you translate it into certain language, but the one who is asking about the meaning of the word doesn't or is not well informed with the language, so there is a problem. And then we are going to talk about the problem of this in semantics and pragmatics. By the way, what is the meaning of success? Is a son of a very rich man. Okay, so his father was a general manager of a certain company, even the owner of the company. And then the son is also the manager of the same company, of the company that his father built. Do you want to say that the man whose father was the owner of the company is successful? Has he achieved success? And then, do you want to say that success is when the son or the daughter of the poor man, and now so he has got not that big, a medium restaurant? So is it a success? The meaning of the success is not clear. Clear, depending on your perception, depending on the convention. Okay? Yeah. Now, you can see, we will be back to that discussions about the meaning of blah blah blah. Now, I will show you something, and then please tell me what it is. Okay, I will show you something, and then directly tell me that what it is. Okay. Yeah. Whoever you are, when I show this to you, so you have got a concept in your mind. Okay? So the concept in your mind is, oh, Pak Fauzi showed me something which is which has got something to read inside. Or I don't know for sure if something like this, or we don't talk to, but I am sure that the thing that Pak Fauzi showed me is maybe it is already something to read inside, or maybe it is still empty, and then we can write something inside. So in Indonesian language, it is called buku. Okay, so there is a concept. So the concept, and then the concept is something which is used to write on something, or something that you can read, is a concept here in your mind. And then the concept refers to the object that I mentioned. And then, as an Indonesian speaker, you label it as buku. See, object. Okay, this is the object. Okay, let me put it here. The object, concept, and then you label that by buku in Indonesian. So how do you is the object different if I am talking you in English? I mean, the object is different or the same? Iya kan in Sundanese. And then the concept, when I change my language into Arabic into Thai, so the concept of book is different or the same? Still the same. The concept is still the same. The object is still the same. But how the labelization? If I speak in Arabic, for example, the labelization, the labeling of the same object is the same or not? Really different. So you use kitab. Okay? If you are Alessandro Del Piero, so when you see the same object, Alessandro Del Piero has got the same concept, but he labels that as libro, not buku, not Alkitab. Beckham, when he sees that object, so he has got the same object, the same concept, and then he labels it with book in English. Do you know do you know Pak Fauzi's wife? When she sees that she sees the same object, she has got the same concept of the object, but she labels it with buku, not buku. You label that with buku because you're Sundanese, but Pak Fauzi's wife is Javanese. She labels that with buku. You see, the labeling system are different. I mean, the system, the labels are different given to the same object, to the same concept, because different languages. And then when I ask you, so sabay di mai kap? You don't understand. Okay. When I say, kay haluk ya tilmizi, some of you understand. When I say kumaha naman, many of you understand. When I say how are you, my students, and then all of you understand. But I am asking you the same thing. I'm asking you the same concept, the same object. Okay? Yeah. I will write down later. Now I will type it to you, and I will give you assignments. So what I explained just now is the concept proposed by Ogden and Richards. Okay. Okay. Let me continue talking about semantics. And then the continuation of Ogden and Richards' concept that I told you just now. Ferdinand de Saussure, or not Ferdinand de Saussure, but Peirce here, Semioticist, someone who is dealing with semiotics, proposed, or propose three important notions when we are dealing with meaning. The first notion is icon. The second notion is index. And the third notion is symbol. So what is icon? Icon is something, is a label, okay, which is used by the speaker of the language. Okay, icon. And then there is a similarity between the object and the label being used. I give you an example. Okay, so for example, I will show you a map. Okay, everybody, this is a map of Sumatra, for example. Everybody, for example, it is a map, right? So it is Sumatra, and then you are telling me, Pa, it is not Sumatra. It is a paper. Yes, I know that, but there is a picture of a map. So it represents Sumatra. Okay, so if you fly If you are on the plane flying across Sumatra, you can see that there is similarity between the map of Sumatra and then the real object of Sumatra. So it is an icon. Okay. And then the second is index. What is index, everybody? Index is a label or something which is used by the speaker of the language to refer to the object, and there is a causal relationship, cause and effect relationship between the object and the label. For example, I am telling you, hey, everybody, I would like to say that Ambrosius is a very diligent student. Okay, so he is very smart, he is very clever. And then you ask me, how could you say that Ambrosius is very clever, Pak Fauzi? Yeah, I know that his GPA in Indonesian languages, IPK, is 3.96. He is very clever. How could you say? Yeah, from the index. Okay. So the GPA, the IPK, index prestasi kumulatif, is an index represent that Ambrosius is clever. Okay, so we already talked about what you call that? Icon. And then we already talked about index. Okay. And then, so let's come back to let's come back to this one. If I drive and then the light is red and I have to stop. Why do you stop? Yeah, that is a sign, that is a symbol. Okay, that means that I have to stop. Okay, what is icon? What is index? What is symbols? There are three types of signs. Icon, index, and symbol are three important notions when we are talking about sign system. Let's come back to the examples that I gave you. When someone shaking his head, is icon, index, or symbol? Symbol. Why? Because the meaning of this depending on the convention. The red light is icon, index, or symbol? Symbol. Why? Because there is a convention, okay, that the people conventionally gives the meaning that red light means stop. Okay, and then what about the black clouds in the sky? Icon, index, or symbol? Okay, index. It shows that inshallah it is going to rain. Someone wearing a cross, icon, index, or symbol? Symbol. Okay, someone wearing what you call that, red crescent, not red cross, Muslim or Christian, so it is a symbol. So red cross is a symbol of Christianity, and then red crescent symbols of Islamic community. Okay, yeah, okay. So so it is because of it is dealing with the convention. That is the reason why. So it is symbol. The silhouette on the toilet, icon, index, or symbol? Icon. Okay, there is a similarity. Yeah, and then we are not only talking about words, but we are also talking about the gesture. Do you understand what I mean? It is what you call that, non-verbal. Okay, it is called iconic action, iconic what you call that, iconic non-verbal that has got the similarity with the action. Emoticons. Is it icon in next? Yeah, icons. Okay, it is emotion icons. Okay, because the picture of the emoticons have got the similarity between the signs and the object represents. Okay, everybody, it is already 30 minutes. Let me underline what we are talking about. So before we discuss further semantics and pragmatics, so I think it is a must for us to know semiotics. What is semiotics? Semiotics is a discussion about the science system. When we are talking about the science system, there are three important things that we have to bring into our consideration. What are they? Icon, index, and symbols. Please go over again the pages that I recommended. Inshallah, you can understand more what I am telling you today. Thank you very much for watching this video. We will come into semantics next week. Hopefully what we are talking about today can become the foundations for our discussions on semantics. The last words from me today is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.